it happens.
Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes.
Wonderful. So we'll start with the video. So that's what we do. We are building the future of the food trust, through technology. Technology is an enabler for us to do that. E-commerce in food has failed, especially in India. The intrinsic economics doesn't work for it. There's a low margins, there's a perishability of the product, but it's too big an opportunity for anyone to ignore that. People have been confusing the technology for the product. In food, the food is the product. Technology is not the product, it's just an enabler. Traceable food is a differentiator, and food trust is an anchor. It's a growing market. People across the world are asking for sustainable, transparent food products per se, and that's what Go4life is focusing on: a clear farm to fork traceability product with all the paraphernalia of what the food commerce hyper delivery local guys are giving that on a fractional cost and a wonderful customer retention part per se. We capture all the data from the inception. In case of milk, from the cows to the doorstep of the consumers. All the handshakes are being captured, as Vietnamese blockchain corporation did mention that. We also leverage the blockchain to deliver a value. So the value is the traceable food, not the blockchain per se. And the same product, after having a hook in the milk, because milk in India is a staple diet, everyone has milk. Once we create a trust with the consumers on the milk side, we create margins for the business on doing the same for the fresh fruits and vegetables as well. This deck will be available. You can scan these QR codes and have a look at the product in terms of how the traceability actually works in action. We saw that in the video also. We are keeping in mind Indian dynamics, and the cost becomes a lot of important factor for us. And we are targeting Southeast Asia and Africa as a country for us to grow. Asset light, capital light model in a simplified and scalable model becomes an important parameter for us to succeed. We are present in most of the northern states from a sourcing standpoint. We deal with 10,000 customers on this. Because we don't only believe that the D2C model will succeed in the long run, we also have partnered with the retail networks to provide them with a clean visibility through a mobile app at the retailer level as well. This is a journey which we had. We started in 2018. We had 2 profitable years. We picked up one small check from a company and ad for media for equity from India's largest media company. 2021, we are accelerating. We are going to touch on a straight line basis $2 million of revenue this year. Halfway mark, as someone had asked the question, we have already crossed that. This is the growth strategy which we have. Because we focus on the traceable product, we don't really care who sells the product, as long as the consumers get the traceable product. So we are partnering with the e-com players, we're partnering with the distributors, and in parallel, we're continuing to grow the D2C brand as well. The Achilles heel in the business is the sourcing, and that's what we want to grow onto that. Consumer feedback, amazing. We have 83.6% of a retention rate or a repeat order base itself. From a SWOT analysis standpoint, the time is on the right side, except for the pertinent threat on the people who want opaqueness in the food supply chain. We have almost things under control per se. From a competitive landscape, while Vietnamese team did mention amazing metrics per se, from our standpoint, we do believe from an actual direct competition standpoint, TE Food in Germany has done an amazing job onto that. IFTS and Connecting Foods is amazing. Again, doing a wonderful job. And that's where we are vying us to do that. And there are potential partners who can add value to our system. And that's what we want to put it on the stock as well. And someone had asked the question about IBM. IBM is an enabler for that. It is not actually integrated with the product per se itself. We believe there's enough experience in the market, and it's not about the platform per se, it's about the deployment of the technology, and that's where the advisory team can help us to do that. This is what the team is. We are impacting beyond the business models as well. From an SDG standpoint, this is what we have been trying to impact positively. Especially point number 5, 8, and 10. We take strong pride in delivering these things to create an impact on the community itself. That's about it.